What is popping, guys, and welcome back to my voice just cracked the channel. Today's video is gonna be on 5 tips to improve your tattoo game in realism and portraits. Yes, realism and portraits. How to improve almost instantly by following these tips that I am going to give you. So if that is something you are interested in, then stick around. I've been in your waters. Before we start the video, guys, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel. There is a tattoo tips playlist for you to peruse and to look at. There is a multitude of tips on there, and there is tips on there that I keep getting told people cannot find anywhere else. Not only that, but it's proven that if you subscribe to this channel, that you will gain around 15% more sex appeal. It's win-win, really. It's win-win. You learn, I gain subs, and you gain sex appeal. And then, if you want even more sex appeal, then go over to my Instagram and drop a follow. That's gonna add at least another 6% on top of that sex appeal. So, just saying. Anyway, guys, 5 tips to improve your tattooing in portraits and realism. Let's go with tip number 1. Tip number 1, guys, would not be using the same image that has been done 1,000 times by 1,000 different tattoo artists. You want to be trying to stand out in a massive pool of tattoo artists, and doing the same image that every other tattoo artist has done is not going to make you stand out in a crowd. Now, don't get me wrong, that image may be the best image out there. It may have the best contrast, the best tonal value, the best details, the best everything. It is just the best image to do. So, you know, if that is the best image to do and that is the only image to do, that is the only image out there, then do the tattoo. However, if you are wanting to stand out and you are wanting to build, then doing the same image that especially a big tattoo artist has done, like Nico Hurtado or Steve Butcher, these people with big, massive followings, that tattoo's already been seen by millions and millions of people. So you need to stand out as best you can above that, and to do that, you need to find a different image. However, what you can do, guys, is you can take that particular face, for example, and then you can move that face, Photoshop it onto a different body. Now, I don't mean somebody else's body, I mean find 2 images of the same person and Photoshop the face that you want to do onto a body that you want to do, which creates a different image but off of the same face. Now, that will go towards helping you just stand out a little bit more and make the image a little bit different than what's been previously tattooed. So try doing that, guys. Rather than doing the same thing that every other tattoo artist has done, try combining 2 images and making your own. Tip number 2, guys, would not be just to do a singular item, like a singular thing. In a portrait, just don't do a head, because a head is just going to look like a floating head. It's going to look plonked there. With a portrait, for example, add the neck, add the clothing, add the accessories around the neck, add the earrings, everything, because all this goes towards making your portrait a lot better than just doing a floating head. Or for example, if you're doing like a pocket watch, which is quite popular, don't just do a pocket watch. Do a pocket watch with the inner workings. Do a pocket watch with the chain, with the inner workings, but also try to find a pocket watch that's got a good background on it. Maybe it's got something around it. Tattoo those in there also. That takes it from just a pocket watch or just a portrait into a completely different realm. Which you would not believe it, but leads me on to my next tip. It's like I've planned this out. Honestly, it's like I've planned this out. Tip number 3, guys, would be backgrounds. Take the time to do backgrounds, guys. Whether it be a simple background or a complex background, take the time to do these backgrounds and spend just as long on the backgrounds as you would any other image. Do not try to rush it. A lot of people try to rush a background because they've got the image done, but you don't want to be spending all that time on the image that you've just done to ruin it on the background. Backgrounds are really, really, really important. They add more depth to the image, but also they lead on to future tattoos and future sleeves. So for example, if you are doing a Marilyn Monroe portrait, try to find an image where there is quite a bit going on in the background, alright? But try to find it where it's out of focus, so it doesn't take away from the image, but it gives that extra oomph to the tattoo. So yes, guys, backgrounds are important. Add backgrounds, don't just do singular tattoos. And you know, if the background is complex, then do the tattoo over 2 sessions. Personally, I would try to get 2 sessions back to back, but if that's not possible, it's not possible. So just do the tattoo over 2 sessions, but make sure you add these backgrounds. Tip number 4, guys, would be to experiment with needles. Not everything needs to be done with a mag. Some things that you can do with a mag, you can also do with a liner, and it'll give a different look to your tattoo. So it's just a quick tip, but experiment with your needles. You know, bring in that round shader or those liners to do fur and hair rather than doing it with a mag all the time. See what different looks you can accomplish by using different needles. Don't just be stuck in a set this needle, this needle, this needle, and this needle for every single tattoo. Mix it up, guys. Use different needles, try different things, experiment. Now, on to what you've all been waiting for. Tip number 5. Now, this ties into tips number 1 and 2 a little bit, but it is still like worthy of its own tip number, let's say. So tip number 5 would be to get creative with your own reference. Now, I don't mean getting 2 images, what we talked about, and putting them together. I mean actually going out with a camera, setting up a mini photo shoot, and getting the reference that you want. Every rose has been done, right, on the internet. I'm telling you, every single rose has been done. Every single pocket watch has been done. Every single portrait has been done by someone somewhere, but nobody, to guarantee that nobody has done the bloody image that you want to do, is by going out and getting that reference yourself. So, if you have a rose in, you know you've got a rose in on Tuesday. You don't want to tattoo what every other person has tattooed. Go out on the weekend before, go to some rose beds, go to some rose gardens, just something like that where there is a lot of roses, with a camera, and take your own reference. Not only that, but you can also get the angle that you want to fit the body part that you are tattooing. Same with a pocket watch, guys. If you can buy one, right, and you can find a cheap one on the internet, think that you're getting, I don't know, say you're getting like £400 a day, or you're getting $600 a day, or you're even $100 a day, and you could get a pocket watch online for, I don't know, $12 or £12, whatever. Buy that pocket watch, take a photo of that pocket watch, but don't just take a photo of the pocket watch, add what we've talked about, make the little photo shoot, add things in the background, surround it, add depth, and get the image that you want to get the angles that you want to get, and that makes it unique to you, and it makes it fresh. It brings a fresh look to a tattoo that's been done a million times by other people. So I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget, if you are new around here, to subscribe to the channel and turn on bell notifications. Also, I am doing one-on-one personal seminars, and I've also set up a Patreon account. None of these things are mandatory, but if you want them, they are there. But guys, we are going all ASMR on this outro. and we're gonna whisper. Get those tingles going.
Aye.